Okay, so it seems like we've had a little bit of an update in terms of the whole Filian situation. Now, this has been a pretty crazy one so far, and as we've covered in the last videos and so, some people have been getting frustrated, some people are excited, some people are mixed, some people are in the middle. It really just depends who you ask at the moment, right? Whenever it comes to the Filian hiatus, she's been away for over 6 months now, and some people, as I said, are getting a little bit restless. But we've had some more clues in terms of the wall and all of this kind of stuff, as well as a countdown which has been going on. I think there's 2 days left on the countdown. Yeah, 2 days, 15 hours left on the wall countdown, where essentially people can add their own contributions to the wall. As you can see, there's a lot of Filian-based ones. Sonic is back and pregnant. Oh my god. But it seems like they've definitely gone for a much more Filian approach with this one compared to the last one. The last one had a lot of different creators, but as we know, the countdown is counting down towards being put on a Shibuya Crossing billboard, which again is very exciting. And as we've covered in the last video, essentially Filian did have a billboard in Shibuya Crossing before. There was actually a little glitch like animation thing of her saying like, can you hear me or whatever, and that appeared the other day. Many people were very torn between that one as well, because some people didn't really understand the point of it, because obviously Filian is an English speaking streamer, and well, what's the point in kind of, you know, advertising to a Japanese audience? That's what many people are asking and are a little bit confused on, right? And I definitely do understand that. It doesn't really make too much sense, but as I said in my previous videos, I do think it's more of like a bucket list thing, like a cool, like, you know, kind of, you know, we did this is what I managed to do in my career kind of thing. And I think that's cool, right? Regardless of whether it's actually going to help marketably or anything like that. I doubt it will. But it is still a cool thing to have your own billboard at Shibuya Crossing. I mean, hey, I would kill to have one of those, right? Regardless of whether it's going to give me a new audience or whatever. So yeah, obviously, I think that's what some people maybe are misunderstanding. But of course, that billboard is now going to be followed by a billboard of this. Now, again, I don't know how they're going to necessarily do this, because of course there is stuff, for example, like the pregnant Filian and pregnant Sonic down there, which I don't know if that's okay to go up on a billboard. I don't know if they're going to allow that. I guess so. But it is going to be interesting to see how they do this and whether anything does get cut out due to like the billboard company or whatever not wanting it to be, you know, in the middle of Shibuya Crossing. But it will be interesting. But of course, there has been a lot of updates to it since the last time we've checked. Yeah, it's cool. And obviously Osu has been taking over very much so as well. But there's not only just the wall in terms of this website, there's also the signal archive, where people have archived signals of Filian Is Lost and ones that they have done as well. Now, we have a couple here. They have like a little showcase thing now, apparently, of the different ones that we've had. We've seen these ones already, but they've been popping up literally everywhere, and now there is even more, right? This newest one saying phones are showing tons of Filian Is Lost Wi-Fi networks in Ventura, USA. So again, it's not letting us get a better picture of that, but you can see right there, says Filian Is Lost, Filian Is Lost, Filian Is Lost. So there's a bunch of Wi-Fi signals there that have that there. Again, I don't know if that's just something that someone set up. As we said, a lot of these tend to be just fans that have made them, they're uploading them, but some of them maybe have been set up and organized by Filian and whatnot, right? Apparently, Filian Is Lost with the slipping cats. So yeah, someone's obviously spray painted that or painted that onto the sidewalk there. And of course, there's more as well. Filian Is Lost in a Polish garage. That's a pretty interesting one. Again, spray painted across the wall, Filian Is Lost. Mike Sunday wearing a Filian Is Lost t-shirt. So yeah, obviously very interesting. There was a couple of others as well that I saw, which I think have disappeared since I refreshed the site. But it seems like, yeah, there's these signs popping up everywhere. And I think, as I said, it's a mix of creators that are in on it and that are, you know, obviously maybe had like a shirt or whatever. Oh, here's the one that I saw. Surf Scene Shonen. A surfer in Japan wearing a Filian Is Lost t-shirt. So yeah, obviously it seems like literally everybody is wearing these shirts at the moment. But yeah, obviously some people are in on it and some people are not so. Oh, here we go. Here's another post. This is from a different person, I think, saying phones are showing Filian Is Lost Wi-Fi networks. That's interesting, right? I don't know if this is at some kind of convention or just a random place, but again, very random to be in Ventura, USA, right? But again, some of these you can see, like, for example, like this one, Tokyo Sims. I could understand, obviously, he's a big creator, so maybe he's like, you know, discussed with Filian or whatever. She's like, oh, wear a t-shirt like this, or something along those lines. But for the ones that are just random and in random places, yeah, I do think it's a mix of, you know, people that are just submitting their own kind of submissions to kind of add to this whole ARG thing. But I think at the end of the day, you know, as long as phase 2 does actually present us with something kind of cool and kind of, you know, what do you call it? Like moving on, right? So something that kind of moves us on in terms of this ARG and this hiatus and whatever. I really hope that is the case, because as I said, there's a lot of people that have been getting frustrated, right? And I think it's understandable that a lot of people are frustrated because it's been a very long time, and it seems like, you know, things are pretty ready to go. It just seems like things are being dragged out maybe a little bit too long, to the point where, as I said, yeah, some people are frustrated, unhappy or whatever, that it has taken this long for her to come back. Yeah, I hope the phase 2 isn't just like we've set up another wall. I hope there is actually some kind of like communication with Filian at that point. But again, we'll have to see in about 3 days time whenever this does come out, and of course we will be there. We will be covering it as soon as it does happen. Again, I don't know if it's going to go immediately live, you know, after this happens, or if there's going to be something else, because again, they haven't really outlined that too much. So again, I don't know if after the timer runs out, are they going to go through it, look through it, and then put it up on a billboard at some point? Or is it literally the moment the timer runs out, it gets thrown up onto a screen in Shibuya? I'm not too sure in that sense. So again, there might not be any kind of update after the timer ends. It might be a couple of days later, or, you know, whenever they can figure out how to get it on there and have everything all good to go. Because I feel like there's probably going to need to be some kind of moderation or whatever that they might need to do to, as I say, get it up on the billboard. Because as I said, I don't think like some of the images might, you know, they might not want on the billboard. But again, to be fair, there is a lot of crazy Japanese billboards out there I've seen. So it would surprise me if they would allow a lot of this stuff, right? Again, you know, there seems to be lots of different like little corners as well that people have been adding their own you know, little things to. And as I said in the previous video, this is why this is so cool. You actually get a really high quality finish on a lot of these images now, compared to like r/place. If you guys remember, r/place is like a whole pixel thing, whereas this is more done with like spray paint, like virtual spray painting. So yeah, obviously, as you can see, like this Neuro looks really, really crisp and really, really nice, which I think actually provides a much better kind of quality whenever it comes to this entire wall, which I'm assuming is to help out with the quality on the billboard as well, because it will be projected on a rather large screen. So I think it will look much better. Of course, the quality kind of dips whenever you zoom out, but, you know, they're going to be taking a picture of this, you know, whenever it's done. So it should be full quality, all good to go. And you can see as well with this one too, it just looks crazy good. Like, I mean, the quality is just insane. People have worked really hard on it. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what this does, whether this changes anything, and you know, if this is going to be thrown up on the billboard straight after this timer runs out. Again, we'll have to see, but very, very exciting. And of course, lots of mixed opinions on this altogether. But if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff over there. I definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.